This is a big one. Take heavy-duty sleeping pills.
I understand already that I'm already contradicting my medication thing, but I can't sleep, so I got to do it. I go nuts if I don't take them.
Like it's happened.
Oh yeah.
This is a side note for anyone watching or listening. There's a guy named Carl Hart who wrote a book called Drug Use for Grown-Ups, and he's in the New York Post all the time because they just clip him and say, like, there's a Columbia professor who does heroin sometimes. He does, and he does meth sometimes. His point is you can do drugs.
Whoa. Black guy?
Yes.
I've seen this guy.
Yeah, buddy of mine. Yeah. You just have to sleep.
Huh.
He's like, most psychotic breaks, the first question is, have you slept recently?
Whoa.
And the answer is always no.
That makes 100% sense to me. Anytime I'm nutty, it's because of no sleep.
Yeah, well, that's where I would say, like, take a pill if you have to. I'm on your side.
All right, thanks. It helps.
Tell him Neal sent you. And how bad has that gotten?
Well, I mean, I'm relying on them now. So if I don't take them, I'm just like, not only am I not sleeping, but now I'm wishing I had the pill. So it's like a double whammy because I'm like, oh, if I had that one pill, I'd be out right now. So it's pretty bad.
You have levels of pill. You have like decent pills, and then like that's the good pill.
Heavy duty. It's called Seroquel.
Sure,
it's a schizophrenia medicine.
How'd you get prescribed it?
I just been talking about. I'm not. I buy them under the table.
Fantastic. Even better.
Yeah.
And how often do you take those?
Every night.
Okay.
I'll try to take a half just to like maybe if I can scale down, but then I sleep worse. So then I got to go back.
What's your wife think of it?
She's not into it. She sleeps like a fucking rug. Do rugs sleep? What sleeps?
Baby.
Cosby victim. Yeah. All right. Hello. So she's out. She's out like in a movie like this. And I'm like, I want to kill her. But
what's the longest you've gone without sleeping?
I'd say probably 3 days. Nothing crazy.
How old were you?
33.
So you I knew you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And what were you? What was day 3 like?
Oh my God, you're just on edge. You're freaking out.
Do you try to get drunk to stop?
Yeah, that helps. But like you're walking around New York City going like, I wonder if anyone else is on no sleep. I wonder if I'm the only guy. Then you see like a hobo, and now you're like, maybe him. Now you're relating to this guy. So it's bad. And your brain, it's like Ed Norton in Fight Club. Your brain's going weird places. You're just staring at a screen at 4. And the whole world is asleep, and you're just like, am I the only weirdo up?
Have you gone to like a sleep clinic?
No, I'm not a clinic guy. You're good with that stuff.
I've never gone to a clinic, but you should go to a clinic. I mean, I don't say this. I've never told anyone. I mean, I tell everyone what to do all the time, but I'm saying like
I've never heard of a
you
sleep
should
clinic.
go. Yeah, there's like you will go and you'll like sit in a bed. You'll lay in a bed and they put electrodes on. They like they can scan your brain while you're either sleeping or attempting to sleep, and then they can help you.
Really?
Yes.
And sleep is frustrating because everyone does it naturally.
Yeah.
So you're like, what the hell? And you can't try to sleep.
Yeah.
So it's just this frustrating.
Are you tired?
Tempt. Yeah, oh yeah.
So you're very tired, I'm assuming.
All the time.
You close your eyes, what happens?
You know, the brain, it's a Japanese game show, I always say. It's just like, childhood, bits. Remember that guy? That was a stupid thing you said at that party.
Weird
whatever.
feet, that guy.
Yeah. And then you go back like, remember 3rd grade? Holy shit.
Well, this is the cable. This is the downside of having cable.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Have you heard of these 12-hour walks people are doing?
No.
Oh, this is a big thing now. Some guy would like go to Everest and walk, and he's like, the places your brain goes, it's like free therapy. Just go outside and start walking. Don't talk to anybody. Don't headphone. Don't look at your phone. Nothing. Just walk. And like by hour 6, you are just in it, man. Like you're going all kinds of deep, deep corners of your brain and thinking about stuff and processing stuff, childhood, memories, trauma. And it's like becoming very popular.
Friend of mine would run ultra marathons.
Running is big.
That she's gone on like forest runs that were so long that the forest would speak to her.
Whoa.
Like, and she's like, I believe her.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
She's not a kook.
No.
I believe it. I'm sure that's what like Native Americans, I'm sure they were feeling shit like that.
Till the white man came and straightened them out.
Smallpox.
I actually feel bad about that.
The sleep
thing.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, like
I mean, I'm okay with the Seroquel, so I'm kind of all right now.
What does that mean?
Like I'm getting, a good 6-7 hours.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
But you're still
pills.
exhausted. Is it good sleep? Is it Michael Jackson sleep, or it's
No, it's not propofol. It's not the Whitney Cummings, but it's it's helpful. Like 6 hours to me, I'm good.
Okay, so you're doing it and you're like knocking it out.
I'm
Have you
knocking it
looked
out.
up like
No,
Seroquel
I should.
for sleep?
I should look into that.
How did you hear about it?
I've been talking about not sleeping, and then you just like anything else, you meet other people
Yeah.
who aren't good at sleeping, and you got to try magnesium. Tried that. You got to try melatonin. That's weak. And then one guy was like, you got to try this. Here's one. And I slept pretty well, and I was like, you got to hook me up. So now I'm like a dealer with him.
And have you noticed like you write like what's your
I think just sleep is such a superpower,
I agree, but I'm saying like I drink caffeine or take a caffeine pill, but I do it earlier now because I just go to sleep at 2 every morning since I was 15.
Yeah.
And then if I drink caffeine earlier in the day instead of like I do morning and then I do like afternoon. If I move it up, then I can go to sleep at midnight.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's like that's way better.
Way better.
Yeah, like across the board.
Yeah.
And wake up earlier and fucking like
productive.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, midnight is huge.
Well, you have a better system, which is just don't go to sleep at all, which I need to ask you about. I'd like to get more information about don't go to sleep at all.
But when you're doing a pull-up at 4 p.m. with no sleep, you're like...
Fuck, I forgot about the pull-ups.
I mean, you're wonky. Your brain's all over the place. It's bad news.
Like, I realized after a lifetime of depression and trying lots of different ways to deal with it, like therapy and group therapy and meds and all sorts of solutions. And I realize now the best way I've come, and also self-medicating, which is marijuana, alcohol, any of those things, or relationships, all those things didn't put a dent in it. And now the only thing that works for me is I have a really regimented meditation practice, and I exercise.
When you say regimented, what do you mean?
I do it twice a day for about half an hour, and I just sit there. And that's it's hard to find the time sometimes. But I do some different kinds of forms of that, and they'll also do like a VR form of it. If I really can't pay attention, I'll actually put on a headset and do it that way.
That's the only thing that's the thing that's worked the best.
And I sleep about 12 hours a day.
God damn it, you're interesting. How did you realize no, 10's not enough?
It's 12. It's got to be 12. It's really it's as like it can't be every night that I do that, but as much as I can.
Why can't it be every night?
Because I'll do sets and then it'll be later and then I'll have to get up earlier to do something. Or if you're shooting something, you have to get up earlier and it's hard to, make time to sleep. But if I can, I try to sleep as much as I can.
From the outside in, I think a big part of being a human being is figuring out what works for you. Mm-hmm. And if it doesn't, try something else.
Yeah.
Don't worry about judgment. No one's paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Just sleep 12 hours a day if you have to.
Yeah.
And walk and put on VR headsets.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're going to do drugs.
Yeah.
And or die or whatever. Something bad. So it's whatever you got to do. Mm-hmm. That is a good thing that is granted to people trying to get sober is whatever you have to do is okay. Because anything else might kill you.
Yeah.
Again, one of the contradictions built within you, insomnia.
Yeah.
How? If you're sleeping 12 hours a day.
Well, I'm not. It's you the goal is 12 hours a day, but then it's trying to make yourself actually sleep.
Oh, all right. So you try to be in bed for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Got it. And what, do you have a sleep timer or watch or anything?
Sometimes, but usually I try to get in bed around, if I'm not doing a show, I'm trying to get bed around 8.
Okay.
And then get up around 8, trying.
It's fun. I believe that most women would go to bed at 8 if they could.
I love it.
I know. Women love going to bed early.
But I have to not look at TV. I have to not look at my phone. I can't bring any devices in the fucking vicinity.
Joe, it says here that you can't sleep.
I can't, man.
How do you deal with that?
I don't know. And I know it's not insomnia. It's not. It's my brain. My brain is going, I enjoy being up. I really do.
That's
I
the thing.
enjoy it.
If
It's
you
not like
enjoy
I'm
it
restless.
and you aren't dying the next day,
No,
some people don't maybe need that much sleep.
no.
Do you think you're maybe one of those people? 4 hours
Yeah.
a night?
And I have sleep apnea. Bad.
Right.
Severe sleep apnea.
Yes.
Severe. Like I if I don't have a mask, I'd rather stay up. If it's a 15-hour flight, I'd rather stay up than
You
to
can't
close
bring
my
a
eyes.
sleep apnea thing on
They
the
won't let me
plane?
plug it in. One time I snuck it on, I knocked out all the first class. I'm
That's
not even
so
joking. I
goddamn
plugged the
funny.
shit in, and it literally, I plugged it in, tried to sing. I covered it with a blanket because I had to sleep. Plugged it in, and then right when I did it, the light, it went, pew! And then right when it happened, I saw the girl sitting to my left and went, "What the hell?" And then I was like, and I just packed everything up. Flight attendant came out like, "Are you guys?" And I go, "I don't know what's going on." And it was me.
That reminds me of a story of my own where I have a dog, my dog Keith, a pit bull, taken him to the dog park, brought a bully stick, which is a basically bull testicle dried that dogs fucking love.
Really?
Brought it to the dog park with Keith, thought we'll have a good time. Other dogs were interested. Keith did not take it well and was snapping. And someone said, who was stupid enough to bring a bully stick to the dog park? And I, of course, was like, who would do such a thing?
You ignored it?
Yeah, I'm
You
not
did
I'm
not.
not gonna fucking say it was me. You ignored. You knocked out first class.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking stand up and go, "Hello, miss. I'd like to turn myself in." Go fuck yourself.
Fuck that.
You're not gonna.
You
say,
just walked away.
and yeah, I'm not gonna fucking say that I did it. Okay, so how long was first class out? The whole rest of the flight?
Yeah, it was about 30 minutes.
That's not
finally,
bad.
They finally got it back on.
All right, good. All right, that's not bad.
Or did they? I can't remember. It was funny though. It
That's
was
hilarious.
so fucking fun. It was a scene in the chaos that ensued because everyone was watching movies.
Yeah,
Everything went black. It was so funny.
yeah.
And if you would have seen how slowly, you put your hands here because you don't want to, and I'm coiling up the cord. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I grabbed the mask. I disconnected.
Yeah.
I was doing
Nothing
everything.
to do with it. Nothing.
No one
What's
knew it was
going on,
me.
officer? You were the serial killer who
Yeah.
went to the crime scene. Like,
Yeah.
what? A killer in our neighborhood?
What?
Well, I never. I'll keep an eye out. Okay, so you sleep apnea. Did you know that was not a thing until fairly recently? That even people just used to snore,
Yeah, they called it snoring.
and you were doing that.
I knew right out of high school I had something wrong with me, but my dad just said it was snoring. He goes, I do it too. And I'm
Again.
like, die?
Yeah,
I go,
every
Dad,
night.
I feel like someone's standing on my chest. I remember telling my dad that. I was like, it feels like someone's standing on my chest and covering my mouth.
When did you get like officially diagnosed with it?
2005.
Okay, so
was
you just
bad.
live with it.
And it was getting worse and worse. I remember around 2000, it was like episodic, like waking up in cold sweats and stuff in my throat.
Kent, I don't know if you remember, Kent Alterman worked at Comedy Central. He had really bad sleep apnea, and it fucked. He had insomnia. He was kind of chunky from it, and he got a CPAP machine, and his whole life changed
Yeah.
because he could sleep better.
Yep.
He lost weight.
Yeah.
He was like healthy. He could exercise. Just shit he could not
Yeah.
do.
That's me.
And
And it was the next day.
that your life turned around.
Oh, life changed. And I finally saw leaves for the first time. Isn't that crazy to say that? Like, I remember looking at a tree going, it was so vivid and vibrant. You know what I mean? I guess I had a haze over my eyes my whole life. Everything-
Throw that block up. Couldn't see leaves. Until
Yeah, no, I'm serious. I
2005.
remember looking at a tree and just like, whoa, there's branches inside there. And
So
like,
you must have been like a bad student.
oh, I was bad.
Like you must have.
awful. Slept in class.
Yeah.
Spit coming out my mouth. I got into so many accidents, falling asleep behind the wheel. It was bad.
Like
watch old
straight up
footage of me.
fall asleep and then wake up and
Yeah.
you're in an accident.
Yeah,
You've gotten
yeah.
into an accident.
Oh yeah.
How many
several
times?
Oh my! I hit Bob Saget's car at Fox Lot.
You
yeah.
fell asleep on a lot.
Fox Lot. Yeah.
So that's
you know how
not
you have to
a
wait in
long
line
drive.
to get in?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I waited, and then my foot came off the brake, and bam! And I look up, it's a BMW. This lady walks out, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. This is like a horrible time in my life, and I'm so sorry. I'm so tired right now. I feel this. I'm so sorry. Blah blah blah. And then she looked at me. She goes, You're at the Laugh Factory a lot?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm at the Laugh Factory." She's like, "Okay, I'm with Bob Saget. This is Bob's car, so don't worry about it. I'll tell him what happened." And they took care of it.
So you were falling asleep. Like, do you
Everywhere.
feel like I could have died?
Yeah, yeah. And oh God, I had my son in the car one time when I did it. I hit someone on the freeway, but thank God it was bumper to bumper too.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I was doing it. But
Were you ever going 70 and fell asleep?
Yeah. I remember I hit a guardrail and it was my friend's car, and I ruined the whole left panel. I remember waking up and seeing sparks. I was like, ah!
Did Kanye's song make you go like through the wire? Were you like, that could have been me?
Yeah, that could have been me.
By the way, this
but I
came
didn't
out
know what
before
was wrong with me.
2005.
Yeah. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I just thought I was tired.
Yeah.
I didn't know what sleep apnea was. No one told me it was sleep apnea. I just thought I was tired. I was like, I didn't understand why people weren't sleeping more. I just thought it was my schedule because I had 3 jobs. I didn't know. And then someone told me I had sleep apnea. My best friend was like, "You got sleep apnea." My dad has that. And then next thing you know, I get a mask.
Even with the mask and everything, it's still not amazing sleep.
Oh, it's amazing sleep.
Oh, it is, right?
Oh,
okay,
I
but you're
love it.
still not. Do you
I'm
feel
wide
like,
awake right now. I only got like 4 hours of sleep.
And is that fairly typical?
Yeah. I'll go long. I can go 8 hours. I just had to do morning radio. But I mean, normally, if I didn't have that mask, I'd probably be in an accident right now. I'd be done.
That's good. Congratulate. I mean, it's like that must have been like life changing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's why when I talked about it on my special, I'm serious. It's like, come on, you guys. Like, because I also know it's like this stupid man thing. Like, I'm wearing that stupid thing. It's just snoring. It's like, bro, no, it's not. Like, God, Robin Harris died from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guy had severe sleep apnea. He didn't look like
well,
that.
he had sleep apnea on stage.
Yeah, he had severe. His
Like,
eyes were red because he wasn't sleeping.
Yeah, like he could barely like enunciate on stage. His throat was so tight.
Cold out there, y'all. Saw Superman in a cab. I said, "Why you ain't flying? My defroster ain't working, Robbie."
Yeah, and it's sad because we would have got more if he would have just wore that damn mask, you know. And people don't understand that. It's like you're gonna get a heart attack or a stroke quicker than you.
Yeah, it's bad for every part of you, right?
Yeah,
like your heart rate goes up. Like it's just a nightmare.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
Congratulations.
Hey, did you like that? Did you like that? Yeah, did you like it though? You want more? Don't want to work? Would rather watch videos of me grab-assing with people? First of all, go up here to subscribe, and then go up here to watch more clips. This is like when the weatherman says that there's a high pressure system coming in. I'm not really used to the green screen.